Today we will talk about XLM, SHX, and XRP because Franklin Templeton has gone full digital assets and are a huge proponent of Stellar and XLM, who enables peer-to-peer transfers of their $380 million tokenized treasury fund built on Stellar XLM. It can work with Polygon as well, but I will also show how Stellar is the reference here. And there are also interesting connections into USDC, XRP, and BlackRock. But it is just another example of how payments on Stellar continue to grow and have expanded by over 100% in the past 12 months. Franklin Templeton is the largest issuer of tokenized treasuries on Stellar, which is the second most popular tokenization network. And in between Stellar and Polygon, over 99% of the supply has been minted on Stellar, which is called out here in an article from April 28th of 2024 that explains how the Benji token can be created on Polygon as well. Over 99% of it has been created on Stellar. Franklin Templeton is also involved with the IMF and World Bank, where they were a part of a roundtable to discuss the role of central banks and policymakers in driving diversity and inclusion within financial institutions. Ripple is also heavily involved with the IMF.
We are engaging very closely with the private sector and the industry, and last year put in place a high-level advisory group of industry leaders from the private and public sectors to help guide us in our work on fintech. I'm very happy to say that Chris Larson, one of the co-founders of Ripple, and Sapnendo Mohante from the Monetary Authority of Singapore are both part of that group, and we're very grateful for the advice that they give us.
He is now at BIS. In a April 2024 IMF paper on CB, it calls out Ripple as one of the key contributors and explains how it is cutting-edge technology, which is here. Here is the site, and here is the paper itself, which calls out Ripple here in its involvement in Middle East and North Africa countries. Ripple is putting out a stablecoin, and BlackRock is heavily involved in USDC, which once again point to XRP and XLM, who have each been referred to multiple times in the past by the IMF and Bank. And the World Bank has actually called out XRP and XLM as being effectively stablecoins. Circle is involved in the BlackRock Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund and is transferring their shares to Circle USDC. Here is an example of code that converts the US Treasuries in that BlackRock fund into USD. Franklin Templeton is not the only institution that is involved with XLM. Grayscale has a fund that has a $36 premium. So when we talk about institutions who are only able to acquire these kinds of assets in certain ways, that on its own could contribute to an extremely high price. And to connect SHX in here, Arthur Steinmetz is a private investor in Stronghold and is on the board of fixed income funds at BlackRock and is called out on our map here. And he has also been involved in Ripple and XRP, who are investors in Stronghold as well.
And they're not going to be overlooking it for much longer. As other networks look up to get up to speed with tokenization, Stellar native network features have continued to drive adoption from global financial institutions and support a strong conviction for the potential of on-chain RWAs. So it's not like they've just been tokenizing it. They've been leading this. They are industry leaders in tokenization. They've been giving the global financial institutions support to a strong conviction for the potential of RWAs on-chain. That's insane. And as we go down and we read the conclusion of this, It's one of the most bullish things I've ever seen. Tokenizing assets on Stellar is user-friendly and efficient, with the ability to issue any asset in only 4 steps without a smart contract needed. Now, with the launch of smart contracts on Stellar, the use of asset tokenization will continue to expand further into everyday financial products like lending, borrowing, saving, and automatic yield calculations.
Things like SHX and Velo, that are L2s on Stellar, are essentially applications on the Stellar network itself. And there appears to be a lot of expansion and adoption right now, especially in regards to Velo in Asia, where these tokens are tokenizing currencies within their own protocols to bring more payment applications onto Stellar. And here is a clip again from crypto banker SHX connecting Franklin Templeton, Stellar, and SHX.
That now Franklin Templeton has the Franklin On-Chain US Government Money Fund, which has surpassed $217 million in assets under management. And where is that fund sat? Well, it's sat on the Stellar blockchain. So people talk about tokenization, all these different cryptocurrencies and projects. They're going to have tokenization on it. They're going to tokenize property. They're going to tokenize trade. It's already happened on Stellar. They've been doing it for years now. And to me, as I say, when I just came across these documents and these news articles, to me, it very much has the alignment with Stronghold Net. When we talk about that multi-blockchain capability of XRP, XLM, the FedNow, US ACH, ISO 222, 2024 is the year of the ISO 222 integration. They want a network which speaks to all of these other blockchains and all of these other systems to have an all-inclusive payments network where, as I say, you can move not only digital fiat, but also these other cryptocurrencies and these assets as well. So I just wanted to put this together. For me, as I say, when you read things like this and you understand the journey that Stronghold has been on, it becomes very apparent quite quickly that they have been leading when it comes to regulatory and compliance standards within this space. And the last thing that we're really waiting for is the official crypto framework in the US